give it up for Dan from Voice of Wales.
Hello London! Once again. So, I think the first thing I want to say is, first of all, I'm going to keep it nice and short, which you're probably all going to be pleased to hear because it is freezing. But I want to start with saying something that always impresses me every single time over the number of years that I've been coming to these events is how every single one of you turn out in numbers and how you conduct yourself in such a very, very respectable manner that it just gives no credibility to the names and the slurs that are slung against you guys that you're going to hear on the BBC, Sky News and things like that. However, guys, I want you all, first of all, give yourselves a round of applause for how you've turned out today, so well done. Now, as Richard said, we've been living in Wales and living under Labour for some time now, and we know exactly how you feel. This, what you're seeing now with the political prisoners and how people are treated for speaking out, it isn't new to Wales. It is new here, and it's something that everybody's starting to get a little bit annoyed about, which is great to see, if I'm going to be totally honest. Now, something else as well is, you had that lot, but the numbers that have come out from that lot, I think Liam was a little bit generous earlier on when he said 500. I definitely think it's a little bit less than that. But something for everybody to consider is that they all get paid to be here. You would have seen adverts all over social media from local trade unions, teachers unions, Unison, all offering free travel, free food to come along, and they can muster 300 to 500 if you want to be fair. You guys turn out in the thousands, and it comes out of your own pocket every single time. So again, give yourselves a round of applause for that. Now, like I said, I am going to keep it short, but I do want to introduce someone onto the stage. It's their first demonstration in London, first demonstration really in all. Now, this man, you may recognise him from GB News. He comes all the way from my hometown of Swansea City as well. And you may have seen on GB News, spent a week or so in a migrant camp in Calais, and then travelled across the channel on a dinghy, only to be arrested. Guys, give it up for Lee West.
Hi guys, how's it going? Been put on the spot a little bit here today. I wasn't due to speak on stage. I'm just here giving a bit of support for Vicky, who is speaking later. So I've been stitched up a little bit by Dan. And I don't want to talk about the politics and the message that we are driving home today, because I think the guys have been doing an absolute fantastic job of that. What I did want to say is a little bit about you guys. And this is the first time I've ever attended an event like this, unbelievably. I served my country in the Royal Marines for 17 years, so I have seen a few... Cheers. I have seen a few unruly crowds in my time, which today isn't, Afghanistan and Iraq, and I've also been in a yellow vest protest in Paris, and that was carnage, very, very violent. But I just want to say a little bit about what I've seen today, because not having been to one of these events, I mean, the closest I've been is a handful of the Free Palestine idiots outside my business in Swansea. I've been able to look at it from a fresh set of eyes, unbiased. I'm not here on anybody's behalf today, just here in support. And it's been able to look at it with a fresh set of eyes and without any bias. Now, I'm sure none of you listen to or are influenced by the legacy mainstream media. Boo! And neither am I, but unfortunately when you are active online, you do come across their stuff. And it can get into your psyche a little bit. And if you listen to that, and I'm sure you've got a lot of people in your friends and circles on social media who would look at something like today and have a lot of prejudice towards it and think it's just a bunch of unruly, violent criminals and thugs out causing aggression and criminal damage. And today's been the absolute opposite. I've never seen such a peaceful, polite and positive gathering in my life. It's been absolutely amazing. And it's been a privilege to see it from this point of view. I was right at the start, I was right in the middle of it, and now I'm getting to see it from you. And every single one of you should be proud of the way you conducted yourselves today. You've absolutely covered yourselves in glory. And I'm very proud to see it. I'm sure Tommy is going to be proud when he gets to see it, right? And the country should be proud of what you've done here today. It's been amazing to witness. And I guess one last little point is going on from those prejudices to us and everybody who's here today. And the fight isn't against the far left or the left, because you can't fight against something. You're never going to have a reasonable conversation with them, and you're never going to change their minds. The fight is with the middle ground. Those people who are scared to comment on something like today in a positive way like I have, and I can go back to those people now and say, well, I've seen it with my own eyes. If you haven't, don't cast judgment. Go yourselves like I have and get involved. So enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you for letting me be a part of it, and be proud of yourselves.
Sorry guys, me again. There was one thing I did forget, and it is a personal invitation to every single person here on the 15th of February in Swansea. We are having a big celebration. It's a Valentine's celebration. Happy Valentine's Day, Britain. And it's going to be filled like this with great people like yourselves. And it's just going to be an event which lets us remember what it is that makes Britain great. So on the 15th of February in Swansea, hopefully see you all there. Thank you.